Exercise 3.1. This is section 3 or unit 3 in the Humphries book. Now the first two sections of this book was more or less like a method book typically is, but what I'm finding and looking through this book, starting with this unit and on, is it's more actually like a reference book, not a method book, because the examples they're using are way too difficult for people who typically are learning those things they're presenting. For instance, right here in exercise 3.1, they're introducing you to an extended hand position. Well, an extended hand position is simple enough because it simply means you're not in a 5-finger position. So if I go to a C position here, that's a 5-finger position. I got 5 fingers on 5 notes next to each other. But if I stretch out at all, usually an octave, we call that an extended position. You're extending out. Whatever. They're presenting the idea of extending out, but the example they're showing you here is a rather difficult example to play correctly. And it's like, what are they thinking? Now, right there at the beginning, in the left hand, you have the extended position in this example of here. Because those 3 notes make up a chord, but you're an octave. And then you collapse immediately to keep going. But this is a difficult piece. No, I'm going to do these videos differently. I'm going to present the information they're presenting, but I'm not going to do a play with me section. I mean, you want to play that, you go right ahead. Good luck, more power to you. But I think this is way too difficult for most piano students at this level. And I'll tell you why. Take a look at the 4th measure over on the first line in the left hand. You have 2 voices going, but you have a half note A, which means you got to hold that down while you play the C sharp. So both are going to sound at the same time for 1 beat. And then immediately you got to put your thumb on the G. It's not the easiest thing to do. You can do it if you practice it enough, but keep going. Second line, second measure. Left hand, you see the thumb, it's another half note. Hold it down while you play the G, and then the A by itself, and then the extended position. Still not too bad, stick around. Last measure of the second line, left hand, look at that. You have an E, half note, hold it down while you play the C, and then thumb on the F by itself, and then the next measure, 5, extended position. Now, it's getting even more interesting. Last line, second measure, look at this. You have a half note B and a half note D. So you're going to hold the B down while you play the D. So both are sounding, but now on the 3rd beat, you're going to hold the D down as you play the A. So both notes are sounding. So it's that. It's important. There's no pedal in this. The hand's got to do it. So you got to do all of that in the left hand. Meanwhile, the left hand's going crazy on top. Just follow the fingering, it's fine. There's repeat signs, so you're going to repeat it if you're going to play it, but other than that, I have no desire to do a play with etc. I mean, you can work that out. This is it's a slow piece. It's a very gentle piece. It's supposed to be soft. It never gets really loud. I mean, you might think, okay, at the last line it's kind of loud. I wouldn't get too loud on this piece at all. It's all fairly gentle. It's something you could play to put somebody to sleep. But the whole idea is to introducing you to the extended position. So, have fun with that. Good luck. All that stuff. We'll see.